Welcome to the live streaming at Toowoomba Indoor Sports Centre for the INFQ Division 2 Super League between Toowoomba Tigers and Toowoomba Dragons. We've got the Premier Men's game up next in the 8 o'clock round. And joining me for the commentary of this match is Chloe Bailey. Welcome, Chloe.
Thank you. Thank you.
How's the night been so far?
Yeah, good. Just played the last 2 rounds, so a bit tired. Yeah.
And a couple of wins? Oh, no, one loss?
Yeah, it was a close game, yeah. We came back in the end, but unfortunately they just outplayed us, but yeah.
Just fell short.
Yep.
And so as the game kicks off here, I'll run through the team sheets just quickly. For Toowoomba, we have Damo Gennaro, Matthew Bebo, Aaron Gilboy, Jonathan Jagger, Trent Riddell, Simon Freestone and Ryan Freestone, Patrick Griffin and Scott Coward, coached by Craig McMillan and Jess Rogerson. And for the away team Toowoomba, we have Dave Smith, Chris Beckett, Tyrone Bennett, Lachlan Kinnavan, Jaden McIntyre, Tom Curry, Chris Thwaites, Jeff Burstow, Tom Perkins, coached by Rachel Curtis and managed by Amanda, looks like Gates, and can't quite make that handwriting up, sorry. So with a minute gone, no scores yet. What's going on here, Chloe?
Yeah, it's a bit back and forth up the court, probably just getting used to things.
So, the shot goes in from Big Dave Smith. No, there's the scoreboard update. So 1-1, so even start. Now it's over a third there. No, must have been touched there. Mm-hmm. And, just a bit of an outside pass. So being Prem Men's, we expect to see a bit of heights in the circle, bit of jumping going on there, and some tight tussles.
Definitely a lot faster as well.
Of course, and there's only 4 teams in this competition this season, so it's actually been a bit of a break, I understand, from the Toowoomba side from the last time they played. I think by my records, their last match was back at the beginning of April against Vic Point, where they had a win. Vic Point now sits on top of the ladder because they've played more games, but Toowoomba sit nicely on second on the ladder without having dropped a actual skin, so it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And as for Toowoomba, they also played Vic Point as their last game, but that was back in May. They went down by 13, so it wasn't too much of a blowout. So Toowoomba currently sit third. But as I said, there's only 4 teams in the competition at the moment, so this is just Toomba's third game of the season and Toowoomba's fourth. But the first time they've met each other. Nice bounce pass in by Gilboy. And of course, I forgot to mention our umpire is the same as the Prem Ladies earlier this evening. We have Ashley Smith as the umpire, so she'll no doubt let the game flow. A bit of contest, but fair both ways, of course. Dave Smith, there's not going to be many keepers in the competition that can get around him. He's an expert indoor player, been in the game a long time, coach and player. So what do you make of this Toowoomba men's side, Chloe?
Yeah, they're pretty good. It's a lot of diversity within the team, and they have a lot of options as well throughout. So quite a few of them can go pretty much anywhere on the court, which is good for them. Yes. There is a few away tonight, but I'm sure they will still. A few away and one out injured,
I hear.
Yeah, one out injured. Scotty Coward.
Oh, Dave Smith goes to step in. Freestone with the contact on the hand. One of the Freestones anyway, but goal defence looks to be Simon at the moment.
Yep, the Freestone duo in the circle
He doesn't mind to have a conversation as such with the umpire, I know. I can talk from first-hand experience. Yeah, look, it's going to... Oh,
the famous gilly flop just happened there.
Oh, look, he's a basketballer way back, so goes to milk those fouls. Oh, nice touch there touch. Yeah, that's really well done by Kinnavan. I think you were up against him previously in the Prem Mixed. Yep. He started at mid-court and then went into the defensive circle, and he's definitely got a jump on him. And
jump, very big reach as well, which comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, and Jags, one of our previous commentators from this evening, a bit late on the contest there. Ball goes up, just not quite in the right space where Dave Smith wanted it. Oh, jeez. There's going to be some...
Freestone duo working hard there.
Bashing going on there. A Freestone sandwich as such.
Yeah.
So Simon has a smile on his face as he stands out of play, and Dave Smith slots that one in. So Toowoomba with the early 2-point advantage. I think we're in for a cracker here, Chloe.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a close game.
And is it still pretty packed house downstairs, is it?
Yep, very full up downstairs, especially with the double host tonight with the cricket guys on the other side.
Yeah, no, that's great to see. It was hard finding a car park. I drove here and always had to get an Uber to the sports centre from a car park. So.
Yep.
Oh. This time, Ryan Freestone out of play as Dave Smith dribbles that one in with the help of a bit of belly there. And Jags takes this centre for Toowoomba. And they're still down by 2. They're yet to drop a skin this year, so this could come as a rude shock as the Toowoomba goal defence, Kurui, gets a bit of a touch there. And goal goes in by Bebo, who's a bit of a makeshift goal attack. Probably not their number 1 selection, but he definitely holds his own in that position.
Yeah. Oh, Trent trying out the gilly flop there. Didn't quite pay off, but...
And another goal by Dave Smith. So looks like Chris Beckett's just working that space. Like, he's usually a goal shooter himself, but with a big body like Dave there, you've got to take full advantage of that. So Chris will draw that player out and see if the Freestone brothers, they try and fall back on Dave, or what would you do? You're a defender yourself. Do you go 2 on 1 there, or Beckett's got enough height himself to warrant his own player on him?
I just run around with my arms up. So.
Any balls a bonus? Net abuse there. Ball's taken quickly there by Freestone. They're working down the one side there, Toowoomba.
Good ball there.
And so here at Toowoomba, they actually have a Monday night men's competition, which is pretty hotly contested. They do almost a draft at the beginning of the season, I understand. Anyone who wants to put their name in the hat, they do so. And then, teams are selected and you stay in that team, but it's pretty evenly graded. Am I right there, Chloe?
Yep. So on Monday nights, started one a while ago and now it's back now. So 4 captains either nominate themselves or they get nominated, and then, it just goes by a draft pick process. So anyone that puts themselves in, it's on a big compiled list, and then the captains just work through and pick who they want.
Yep.
So in the end, the teams end up being pretty even, and all the games so far have been quite good.
Yeah, well, I was down here umpiring on Monday night, and had a few close games to keep me honest.
Yeah.
Team will try and work this turnover down. Oh, a nice loopy pass there by Jags that found its man, and as he drives really nicely under the edge of the circle, Gennaro. Yeah, just in his range. Doesn't want to shoot too far off that red cricket pitch there, as much as he thinks he can sometimes.
He does describe himself as a long shooter.
Yeah, right. Oh, yep. Jagger with the long ball, but it was a 50-50 contest and it goes Toowoomba's way. Dave Smith with a big no there in the circle. I could hear that with the headphones on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Gilboy floating. Doesn't quite get it. Yeah, tight defence here in the Toowoomba defensive end, and it goes their way.
Nice pick up there by Simon.
Any turnover against Dave Smith in the circle is well earned, that's for sure. So you've got to take full advantage of this and hopefully get the goal in for Toomba's sake. So I understand Toowoomba won the Division 2 men's comp last year, is that right?
Yeah. I think, the last game came very close. I think it was up against Wynnum.
Okay.
It was a very close game. I think they might have just pulled through.
Yeah, they do have a pretty good squad here, and as you say, good versatility across the team as well, that they can all play different positions.
Yep.
And I look at the names here, and many of INFQ representatives and everything like that. So
absolutely,
it's a pretty strong outfit they've got here, even with a few players missing.
Yep. That's the word I was looking for, versatility. I think I said diversity. I was like, no, that's not right.
Well, that too. And that ball didn't quite go where Gennaro wanted it, but the ball didn't quite go where the umpire wanted it either, because she's trying to set the penalty, but no one quite knows where it wants to be. So Toowoomba have the ball now. They work down one side of the court. Beckett, with the quick 1-2 feed. Dave Smith screaming for that ball, because as soon as he's one-on-one, he wants that ball. I can say that from experience. He's coached me a number of years, and when he wants something, he'll let you know. And that's probably not where he wanted it.
So he taught you everything you know.
Oh, no. He'd like to think so. And he wasn't happy with that call, but I think, Ash was in the right there. So, yeah, a bit of a feisty contest here, but it's a good one to watch as Toowoomba hit the lead now. Probably the biggest margin of the game so far, 12-9.
Yeah, all the games tonight have been very close.
Yep, definitely seen that. Over a third untouched is the call. So just under 2 minutes left here. Going into the break, what would be your message to both coaches, Chloe?
Oh, look, I don't really know. Not much of a men's expert.
Yeah, look, I think
you'd know. What would your message be?
The key to men's, while it is physical, the key is staying in play because you get that full advantage of flow down the court. So I think that's a big thing that Toowoomba's taken advantage of late in the quarter here. So if they can stick with that, they'll see themselves creep more and more in front. As for Toowoomba, I think they've had a few tough calls in their attacking end, be it 50-50 calls. Yep. So I think they just need to pinpoint that pass into Dave Smith where he wants it because he'll do the rest from there. And, I think Chris Beckett at goal attack, he might want to draw his player away a bit more so Dave does have that one-on-one advantage. Yeah. How do you see that? You happy with that?
Yeah, happy with that one. That sounds great.
So under the minute mark now, and Toowoomba up by 5 with the Toowoomba centre to come.
I do think that Toowoomba in particular are being quite patient tonight, which is probably working well for them, particularly through that mid-court transition into attack. They are slowing it down a bit.
That's one of those hospital passes I think we just saw from Kinnavan into Dave Smith, and again, it was a freestone sandwich, but he got the better of it, and Beckett puts the goal in. 4 goals the difference. Gilboy off the centre pass, trying to milk that penalty, and into Gennaro. So they've got plenty of time to get this one in with a
right in his range in the red zone there.
And Toowoomba are trying to delay this centre pass. That's the smart thing to do, is hold it. No, they've had the release. They're going to have to go long. Not quite, no. 15-10 at quarter time. We'll see everyone again after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to the second quarter of the Prem Men's contest between Toowoomba Tigers and Toowoomba Dragons. At the end of the first quarter, Toowoomba are up 15-10, so that makes it 9 straight skins out of their 2 and a bit games so far, as they get the final instructions from Coach Craig McMillan. And
a couple of them getting a bit of a talking to, the hands getting thrown up there.
I think they'll want to make sure they get a strong start, unlike the beginning of that quarter, because they know that this Toowoomba side is capable of a comeback. Just as they set themselves up for the quarter, we've had a couple of mentions tonight of the those competitive ladies and men's competitions and mixed competitions here at Toowoomba Indoor Sports Centre. They also have plenty of social mixed and ladies competitions that are available. So for anyone interested, don't hesitate in giving Toowoomba Indoor Sports Centre a call or flick them a message on Facebook or whatever you do these days. And it's right near the train station and the main road, so easy access to get to.
Absolutely.
So strong start that Toowoomba would have been looking for there as they get the goal. And now Toowoomba will want to get this one back. Beckett throws the pass to Bennett. Yeah. Just not high enough. Body's going down everywhere here. Last game of the night. We don't want any injuries here. And Beckett offloads the pass.
Nice tight defence.
Smart passing by Bennett. Just had
Great
enough
pass.
on it. So as we're mentioning, previous results in this men's competition, not so many games yet throughout the year, and there's a few to come, but so far Toowoomba, they had a loss. Their first loss to Vicky Point was actually, I think, by around 23, and then they came back in their second game and only went down by just over 10. But they had a win against Browns Plains, a close win by 5. And Toowoomba's only game so far this year, they had a strong win against Browns Plains by 22 and beat what looks to be, that top of the ladder clash against Vic Point. They beat them by 8 earlier in the year. So close game so far here between Toowoomba and Toowoomba as it's a 4-point difference at the beginning of the second quarter. Yeah, one-on-one. Dave Smith, he demands, he gets it, and jeez. Almost had a commentator's curse there. He wouldn't like me for that, but the goal goes in now. They take an early 2-point lead for the quarter, and they just trail by 3 now. So, yeah, Thwaite's the goalkeeper here. He had a good game in the in your Prem mixed side, and he just, didn't quite keep up with Gennaro there. Before that, he had good quick feet and kept Gennaro guessing and actually pushed him away from the ring. So they need to do more of that just to eliminate those close shots off the red cricket pitch.
Yeah, definitely.
Now it looks like we've got 2 other games on either side of the court here if we mention them quickly. What's this one over to the left of us here, Chloe?
That looks like 40 ladies.
40 ladies.
Possibly?
Yep, that's 40 ladies, and Toowoomba up by 1 currently. And
then we have Ladies B on the other court.
Yep, Ladies B, where Toowoomba are up 18-10 just early into the second quarter. But back here with the Prem men's. Oh, contact called against Aaron Gilboy, who's known to hold his player.
His time has come.
And maybe a footwork call there.
Start of this quarter has been very back and forth so far.
Sure has, and you do see that a lot in the top men's competition. You can see a good free flow of goals, but then you can also see that real grinding tussle for a bit as well as the players kind of sort each other out and the umpires try and pull their penalties aside.
Oh, nice tip there from the Toowoomba centre. Those long arms coming out of nowhere.
One-on-one's on. Oh, but Simon Freestone comes over the top. He stays in play, which is credit to him. With a bit of a shake of his head, but it's a hard reach when Dave Smith's the one you're competing against. Toowoomba, I noticed this in the Prem ladies earlier tonight. There's just a bit of a swing of the court going on there from side to side of the circle where you just have that top front option.
Yeah. Get
that triangle going. It's old school, but it works.
Yeah, definitely. Particularly when you have quiet defenders like myself and a few of the others who have been in the circle tonight. It makes it quite difficult to pick it up.
That's right. Okay, so Toowoomba down by 4 with their centre pass here. Dave Smith comes out of the circle. He's still screaming for it. He hasn't moved off that spot since he came. Yeah, see, there's a V option there by the 2 feeders, so they just need to keep moving. Tops on. And look at that. That's simple. That's beautiful. So they drew the defender away. Dave Smith changed things up there and took himself out of the circle to allow Beckett to come in and hold. And hopefully they'll get the rewards here. Both Freestone brothers out. We're getting closer and closer in this game. Toowoomba takes a slight lead in the second skin here, the second quarter. Oh, close to 3 seconds there. Jagger looking for an option. Not much, has to get the refeed off Freestone. Another close 3 seconds, so just go the Hail Mary into the goal shooter, Gennaro.
Good pick up by Beebs there.
So, a bit of a long-range shot. No, oh, that's a great refeed. Drew the defender out and got it back cleanly and shoots the goal. Smart play from Bebo, and talk about that versatility. He was playing centre for the last game in your Prem Mixed, and here he is at goal attack, stepping in and making every bit count.
Yep, he can go anywhere, that man.
So I've noticed a bit of a change up here in the Toowoomba attacking end. Dave Smith, that's the second time in a row that he's come out of the circle to allow Beckett to drive in. So I think they're just trying to keep the Freestone defenders second guessing themselves as to who's going to be where. And maybe just Dave's composure in that passing department as well just might help things out for Toowoomba there a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think by changing things up like
Not
that.
this time. Stronghold this time. And Ryan Freestone has his hands up, and I think that's just a hands up as in how do I defend that, because Dave's feet were very quick there and there was nothing wrong with that. Oh, and the tip's allowed there by the Toowoomba wing defence. Nice tip there by McIntyre. Apologies if there have been changes, but I believe it's McIntyre still. Toowoomba fight their way back here. I think it's their centre pass next as well. Tight game in their hands, Chloe.
Yeah.
Putting you under pressure.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's the cross-court passes that they're trying to avoid. Yeah, Dave Smith, he was holding his ground instead of going for the ball on that occasion, so umpire allowed the contest to play on. Toowoomba just looking for a front drive. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that was the right drive by Jagger. Nice pass by Bebo, but fortunately Jags just couldn't drag that one in.
Yeah.
Good 3 feet. Long arms.
These balls do get very slippery very quickly as well.
Yeah, that's one
so
thing
if
I
you've got
remember
a whole
about
bunch of sweaty boys on that.
Oh, I didn't know what you were about to say there, Chloe, so glad you saved that one.
Boys, excuse my accent.
Yeah, I pick up a bit of a Kiwi accent here.
Yes.
I never knew.
Yep.
I won't hold that against you.
Look.
Warriors had a bit of a touch-up today by the Storm.
Yeah, but rugby union, we've got that down pat.
Yeah, right. All right, back to the Prem men's here, and Gennaro slots that one in. And Dave Smith comes out again. You notice that, and Beckett goes in. It's a one-on-one contest, and now he's got the goalkeeper out of play, but Smith takes that ball, and it doesn't work for him. He took the ball because he wanted to take advantage of the quick pass. Didn't come off. His wing attack wasn't ready. So they
nice patience from the Toowoomba attacking end here.
I don't know if it's just me, Chloe. I know you're still warming down from a couple of games, but the temperature's definitely dropped here. Not to Toowoomba levels or anything like that.
But definitely haven't noticed quite just yet. I haven't stopped sweating, but...
And all of a sudden, Toowoomba claw a few goals back. See what I did there? Claw like a tiger. So pardon the pun.
Yeah.
Claw a few goals back, and all of a sudden they have a 6-point lead and they're on top in the skin again. So just those couple of wayward passes are costly to Toowoomba. Oh, Dave didn't quite get the ball there where he wanted it. So
good pick up by Jags there.
Oh yeah, good step. Good call there. Oh, you're kidding me. Simon Freestone's actually recognised the call.
Yeah, acknowledging that one.
Obstruction call there this time, so he's not too happy about that one though. So there should be a 2-on-1 opportunity here for Toowoomba, although Beckett's holding outside of the circle. If I was him, I'd be getting in there because Dave will just hold where he wants it. And now, oh geez, that was another hospital pass. It's it'll be a long trip back to Toowoomba if that's what he's given back. So Beckett go for the long range or just the mid-range pass into Smith. Safer option. So yeah, umpire Ashley Smith is keeping a good control of this game because, as you said, the ball's getting sweaty. Players will eventually get tired, and the contest is still there. So she has controlled the game well and had a good flow to it. Gennaro sinks that one.
Just over a minute to go in the second quarter.
Time sure does fly. Didn't quite have possession there, Beckett, but enough hands on the ball for a turnover to be awarded. As he's been zoned out of the circle here by Jagger. Yeah, but he did drop that leg late. So top of the circle should be going to be called inside the circle. 1-2 was there. Yeah, still gets it even closer actually. So nice pass in there by Kitavan. Any changes you think would be needed heading into half time here, Chloe?
No, I think that both teams have held this quarter out quite well. I don't think any changes are necessary, that's for sure. And I don't think Toowoomba will make any changes. I'm not sure about Toowoomba.
Oh, nice ball by Gilboy. Bit of look away. That's going to get them up by 1 with 15 seconds to go. Up by 1 for the Skin, that is. So Toowoomba, pretty important centre pass here. Keep talking about the Skins. Oh, is it a deliberate? Will it be advanced? Is it going to be advanced far enough into the circle, though, to make it count? No. And that'll be half-time. That's unfortunate there for Toowoomba, but umpire's call, 27-21 half-time. We'll see everyone after the break. Welcome back. Welcome back to the start of the second half here for the Prem Men's between Toowoomba and Toowoomba for Division 2 Super League, INFQ. How do you see this contest playing out here, Chloe? Pretty tight.
It is pretty tight. Toowoomba have brought on some fresh legs now, so they've got Patrick Griffin in as wing defence. And that looks like about it.
Yep, so
some
Trent
fresh
Riddell
legs in
comes
the
off.
defensive end.
It's like David Smith's come out to goal attack for a bit of a trot, and they put Beckett in at goal shooter. So similar to what they started changing things up with, in the back end of that last quarter.
It's definitely going to make a difference as well, having such a big body in the centre court there.
That's it. And he's a good talker as well, so he'll definitely help guide his players and motivate them as well. Damo Gennaro can't defend that split much. Takes up a lot of room.
Absolutely. Don't know how he hasn't busted a knee yet or an ankle.
Don't have the commentary's curse. It's almost Griffin does it, but yeah, nice intercept there by Freestone. He gets one. So just as we're at the beginning of this third and pretty important quarter, quickly touch on the key partners that are associated here with Toowoomba Indoor Sports Centre that I'm sure you're familiar with, Chloe, which includes Mr. Henderson's, Ryko, Burger Urge Nunda, Orange Theory Fitness Aspley, Brisbane Foam Rolling, Creative Cross in Belmont, Blossom Brew House, also in Brighton, CDI Lawyers, and Sorrel Digital. Pretty sure you're a frequent flyer at Mr. Henderson's, aren't you?
Unfortunately, I live west side, down in the sticks, as I call it.
Worth travelling to, though, obviously.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Dollar dumpling night.
Yes, definitely. Well worth the many dumplings.
Yeah, pretty ex-Uber ride from there.
Good patience there from Jags, waiting for that drive from Damo closer to his range.
Yeah, Gennaro had to put his body on the line for that one, but goal counts for Toowoomba, and they've taken an early 3-point advantage of this quarter. Good chase down from their wing attack Bennett. Dave Smith thinking about his options on the edge of the circle. Now, this is where Toowoomba will want to work out who's moving and who's holding in the shooting circle. Beckett gets the call. And we'll put the shot up, no doubt, off the net. That's his bread and butter, and he'll have that. So I did notice at halftime that umpire Ashley Smith got the two captains together just to remind them, stay in play and have a nice clean game here. And I'm sure just to cool their heads off as well.
Yep.
Just like any men's game, there's no different from another one.
Absolutely.
A few offers here in the same space, Toowoomba. So that's Kinnavan into Beckett. Holding call, the outskirts of the circle by the looks of things. Goal defence is out of play. Easy ball into
ball
Beckett.
In there.
Yep, sinks it again. So we're looking at a 31-23 scoreline. Just marginally in the third quarter, the premiership quarter, as some would say. Very important one, especially in this context. Like that was a tight quarter last one there, where Toowoomba fought back a bit.
Absolutely, and especially in indoors, scores can change so quickly. So even though it might look like Toomba's creeping ahead a little bit, Toowoomba can just as well come back just as fast.
Beckett drives out of the circle and gives Dave Smith a turn of holding where that pass didn't quite work for him. I don't think the centre Kinnavan really knew what was coming. And Toowoomba, they make them pay. That was a quick work down the court. And they'll take a 10-point lead, probably the biggest of the match, I'd say. Shooting's been pretty accurate down the Toowoomba end as well, which just makes it even harder for Toowoomba. So as soon as that ball's going in the circle, the goal's going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paddy Griffin with the fresh legs, so he's all over those centre passes, putting a tight pressure on the wing attack of the Dragons. Nice split by Dave Smith.
Looking for the feed.
Yeah, nice 1-2s.
Great working between the goal shooter and the goal attack there.
Toowoomba centre pass and another enthusiastic drive from Gilboy, and another no-looker. So goalkeeper at Toowoomba just second-guessing himself, I guess. And it actually looks like, I think Thwaites might have started at keeper in the game, and he's come out to goal defence. So change the combinations there just to give someone else a go against Gennaro, I think. Bebo's played his role nicely. Like he's, like I said, very accurate in his shooting, but he's given Damo space where needed, but he's also driven in there where they wanted him to as well. Toowoomba seem to just really be getting some momentum now
by the goalkeeper.
Just as I say that. Oh, yeah, nicely done. Nice pass there by Bennett. Saw Dave Smith wanted it in, and Dave made the space count. Look, I wasn't sure what to expect here from the teams tonight, considering that there's been a bit of a gap between their last few games, with the smaller competition.
Yeah.
But I know Toowoomba had a bit of a dust off the cobwebs, if you call it like that, earlier in the week. Having to umpire, they had a trial game against a group of throw-togethers, so to speak, and it took them a while to get into the game, I think, and it was a tight game all the way through, but their combinations came to eventually, so it probably helped them heading into tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Just having to get used to each other again as well. And I do know all these Toowoomba players play in the men's comp as well. They're all on different teams, but even just getting into that whole men's headspace is good.
Oh, so bit of a heated battle here between goal defence and goal attack. And Dave Smith not happy with that call, and Ashley Smith rightfully advances the call. And there you go. In Dave's terms, it'd be a bit of netball karma where Toowoomba get the ball back, but that's the way it goes. So honestly, what happens now? A lot of body on body in this circle. I'm glad I'm up here and not down there, to be honest. Yeah, that was the right ball. Nice eyes by Kinnavan. Dave Smith gets the goal, keeps Toowoomba in touch, and they want to get a few back sooner rather than later because we're already halfway through the third quarter, or past halfway. And I'm sure my throat's getting a bit hoarse. I'm sure everyone at home's getting sick of my voice. Hopefully we've still got the viewers there.
Oh, I'm sure we'll find out.
Damon Gennaro gets that one again.
Flicking that one in. Easy done. Just in his range.
Oh, yeah. Few throw it and close your eye moment passes for Toowoomba, but it pays off. So what happens after the game's finished tonight, Chloe?
Oh, usually everyone hangs around for a while, just cools off, and we have a bit of a social night here, but doesn't often people are so knackered that they just want to sit down.
Uh-huh. Well, we're I think in terms of their next games, it looks like Toowoomba has a bit of a spell before their next game. They don't play again until mid-July. I understand we've got zones as well in between a few rounds coming up. So
yep, zones in I think 2 weeks.
Okay, so
where a lot of these players will be playing.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Most definitely. Well, I know Toowoomba, you guys travel to Browns Plains next week, so
yep.
The men's do get to back up for a second game in a row, so they'll be happy with that. And then, as you say, play zones, and then I think the week after you got Victoria Point. So a few weeks in a row for the Prem men's Toowoomba side.
Yeah.
So build a bit of momentum heading into the finals, which won't be too far away as well.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah, nice pass into Dave. It's the right form of pass where it was just drooping enough off the net to drop into his goal shooter there. As you see Jagger just wiping the sweat of the ball with his singlet. I always don't get people who do that because your singlet's just as sweaty, aren't they?
I don't think that's going to help much, but
sometimes it's more mind over matter, but hey, that's a rare miss from Bebo. And, oh yeah, unlucky contact call from behind. And what wasn't unlucky is the held ball there by the goalkeeper. He didn't have many options, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it's a pass only here from Toowoomba, and Bebo's just going to pick up where he left off from. And this time he'll make it count.
Redemption shot.
Yeah.
Oh, just a bit too high there for the Toowoomba goal shooter.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Straight back over.
Oh, so, yep, I thought we were going to toss there, but the goal defence called for contact. Not that he was out of play much. No look pass there from Dave Smith. Goal shooter almost swallows that. Shot in by Beckett. The Toowoomba centre pass. Have to go square to find an option there, and Griffin. I've played plenty of netball with Patrick Griffin, and I know as a wing defence or goal defence he'll always be there as an option on a centre pass, so he was there again.
Particularly he is a very vocal player as well, which always helps, keeps things in control, uses lots of directional talk, which is really quite good.
Toowoomba are caught down the one side of the court here. Dave Smith looks to lob it into his goal shooter. The contact's called against
bit of a slap from Ryan Freestone on the hand there.
Not very manly of him, was it?
Going for the high five.
Well, that's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah.
But umpire, I was high-fiving him. I can't be out of play.
That's something Ryan would say as well.
Yeah, nice ball by Gilboy into the space that Gennaro is holding. Rewards his wing attack with a goal. So not long to go here in the third quarter. Toowoomba have definitely kicked away. They lead overall by 13, and they've had a strong third quarter here where they lead the Skin 16-9 as Toowoomba look to have one final shot of the quarter. He's going to take it. Beckett. Oh, he misses. Misses, but it's an obstruction call, so the goal counts. And that makes it 43-31 at the end of the third quarter. We'll see everyone after a short break. Welcome back to the final quarter of the evening here at Toowoomba Indoor Sports Centre at Nunda, where Toowoomba have travelled the long trip down the highway to come to Toowoomba. And our final game of this evening here is the Premier Men's, where after three quarters, Toowoomba lead 43-31, and showing why they have been so dominant so far in the few matches of the INFQ Division 2 men's competition. They're yet to actually drop a quarter or drop a skin out of 2 and almost 3 games. So I think they're proving the team to beat this year, heading into finals later. Chloe, how have you seen the game so far?
Yeah, quite good. I think Toowoomba has just pulled in front. Their attacking end has been very clean, and they've got quite easy feeds to Damien in the circle there. And I do think Toowoomba still has the potential to come back. It has been quite tight if they manage to find another bit of energy. But yeah, no, it's been quite a good game. Yeah,
it's definitely been a good game to watch and comment on, that's for sure. So just see how this plays out. I think the first 2 minutes of this quarter is going to be pretty important, because if Toowoomba get a few quick goals, then they'll just run away with the match.
Yeah.
But here we go. That's a nice intercept by Thwaites.
And I don't think either of the teams have made any changes this quarter.
No, not from my eye up here.
Oh, we just had another gilly flop moment there.
That's you saying that for the record, not me. Here you go. What's Dave Smith got to offer? Not much of a drive on. Beckett's got the space. He just gets that off Simon. Freestone. And there's a goal to Toowoomba way, so every bit counts. And I did say the first 2 minutes would be very important, so if they can get another quick goal here after a nice touch by Patrick Griffin slowed them down.
They start chipping away at it.
Yep, here we go. Beckett's holding well. Beckett's holding well. He's getting his shots where he wants to. And they claw back by 10 now. So a lot of short, sharp passes by Toowoomba. They're trying to pick out the front drives as they slowly work their way across court. And Damo Gennaro finds the front again. Nice quick refeed with his wing attack, Gilboy. And the goal is in for Toowoomba. Just a quick look on the outside courts next to us on Lord's Court, where we've got the
Ladies B.
Ladies B. We have a 46-40 contest that Toowoomba currently lead, whereas in the 40 ladies on court Wacker, Toowoomba are in front and they have a 4-point advantage. They're a bit behind. They had a late start to their match, so they're almost finished at the end of the third quarter there. But back here on the Prem men's, and a contact against the Toowoomba wing attack, Bennett. And Toowoomba going to make him pay for it with a goal. Toowoomba centre pass. I think Toowoomba, they'd get a lot out of being able to take this last quarter off Toowoomba if they could manage to have a win there. That'll give Toowoomba something to go home to think about as well if they happen to let that one slip.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, every skin sort of counts in Super League, so.
Oh, a rare replay call in indoor netball is called, and Gilboy puts the old basketball zone on his player. Yeah, it's just smart netball. It might seem like a long pass out, but when Dave Smith has the precision to the pass and it's going to the player, it's pretty to watch. Oh, he fell there, and hopefully hasn't done too much damage. Oh, contact called against Jags. What is it? Oh, it might be an offside call by one of the players.
Looks like we've got a contact call.
Yeah, now got to reset it outside.
Getting a bit frustrated on the outside there.
Yeah, a few tired bodies will be going on, no doubt. Oh, would have earned a nice cold beverage one way or another after this.
Some good passing between the Freestone duo.
So it's been a really good night here at Toowoomba. Like as we've said, it's been a packed house, and the sponsors have been here. They've been up on the level that we're here commentating, and just really enjoying it with a nice comfortable lounge area and some snacks there, and so it's good to see Toowoomba Indoor Sports Centre giving something back to the sponsors that they give so much up for as well. So I think it's been a really, really good night here, and I hope everyone at home has enjoyed, or at least put up with the commentary and the live streaming action.
I'm sure they've enjoyed it, Troy. I'm sure.
And I believe that Toowoomba even get to host one of the rounds of the INFQ final series coming up later in the year. So that will be a potential weekend for people to get to Toowoomba and see some games.
Yep.
They're
good hands over by Beeves and Paddy there.
Sports Centre here is actually down to 4 active courts for the sports that they play on, because the 5th court is now been turned into a pretty CrossFit gym, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's pretty packed there.
CrossFit Cova, I think its name is.
Okay.
Yep.
Have you hit it up?
No, but there are a lot of fit human beings over there, so
right.
I'm a bit too scared to walk over.
Is that why they dim the lights over there, so everyone else feels good about themselves, or what?
Yeah. We actually dim the lights so that we feel better.
Yep.
No, they certainly, we see them all the time during the week. They look like they're training very hard.
Yeah, well, it's just, Toowoomba's way of, making use of a 5-court, centre, I guess. And I know they also do the inflatable world a lot through school holidays, or they hire it out for events. So, plenty of options available here at Toowoomba Indoor Sports Centre at Nunda. One of the older centres. It's been around a very long time. Had a renovation here and there, and the current Super League netball management, I hear, is pretty well done here. Chloe, is that right?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Nice culture they've got going here.
Yeah.
Good group of players.
Last quarter very even here. It doesn't look like Toowoomba is being able to convert much ball. Getting many turnovers.
A few bodies going down all over the place, and
Jags getting a little bit frustrated, throwing the arms up there.
As every player fights for the ball. Ball goes the defender's way. And it's a turnover for Toowoomba, courtesy of the Freestones. Here we go. Quick ball. Oh, that was almost pretty to watch. I'd like to watch that on replay from this live stream, wouldn't they? So Patrick Griffin again offering there on the centre pass. Gets the second pass back from Bebo. Gilboy holding front position there in the middle of the court. And they're just getting a bit stuck there. Nice pass. The defenders were caught out there, and the free Bebo puts the goal in. I guess that's the thing with indoor. Oh, Dave Smith, he's done enough. He's going to limp his way off the court, unfortunately, by the looks of things, or he might slot himself into goalkeeper just to see the game out. So bit too many contacts and tussles going on down there in the Toowoomba attacking area, with the Freestone brothers always attacking every ball, so as they rightfully should. Oh, that looked like it could have been a horrible ending as Bebo gets a turnover. Loose ball there, loose ball, but play on. Just over 3 minutes left in the final quarter here. Toowoomba looking to put it away and make it a perfect performance and get all points with a win and 4 skins. Their centre pass as well. Well, Gennaro was the option there.
I'm not
sure it was the right option. Bebo kind of had drew his player away, or at least one more pass on the outside there, but pays off for Jagger. If you look across this Toowoomba outfit, it's pretty strong. A lot of these boys have represented INFQ in indoor netball at some point throughout their long in illustrious careers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So toss call here, just to give us something different. Head into the last quarter. It's Dave Smith. Limps his way into the defensive circle.
Oh, Damien trying to have a long bong there. Yeah. Didn't quite pay off for him.
Was that air ball? Was that an air ball for the record?
Yeah, I think so. It's one of those ones where
might want to remind him of that.
Say, nice pass.
As he shakes his head.
That's all right.
So Toowoomba end up with it down there into the court. Beckett, will he go for the long range? Yeah, nice finish with the step in, made it the mid-range. Few bodies out here limping about. We've just got under 2 minutes left. If I can last 3 games of commentary, they can last 2 minutes. So, oh yeah, nice split there, Gennaro. Dave Smith, he wants to get the jump up, put the pressure on. I would have liked to have seen this earlier in the match. I know that Toowoomba, we're looking for Dave's advantage in the attacking end, but it would have been a great contest. Smith on Gennaro.
Yeah, definitely with that height matchup as well.
Yeah, he second guesses that old Smith. He thought once Gennaro had stepped in, he had the right to hold that 3 feet, so to speak. That's umpire Smith disagreed. Toowoomba will have perhaps their last centre throw of the match. And a nice ball into Gennaro. With that big split, makes the goal count for Toowoomba, and they're almost up by 20. 40 seconds to go. How have you enjoyed this, Chloe?
Yeah, it's gone quite fast. That's for sure.
It does go fast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
And it has been quite an exciting game to watch, which is good to see.
Yeah, I think the quarter by quarter, you see Toowoomba, we're up by 5 in the first, 1 in the second. 6 in the third, and now this one is out to 6 as well. So it's just those small wins that put the difference on the scoreboard in the end. So
yeah,
and this will leave them undefeated after 3 games, and they go to Browns Plains next week.
3 seconds, 10 seconds, not.
And that's the end of the match. Toowoomba victorious over Toowoomba, 58-40 in the Division 2 Premier Men's. Another thank you to all of Toowoomba's sponsors for their support throughout the year and for tonight. And thanks to all the commentators tonight. Thank you to you, Chloe.
Thanks, Troy.
Thank you to our live streaming partners.
Thank you for hanging around all night.
And thank you to our followers at home. We hope you enjoyed this evening's footage. And look online for next week's INFQ live streaming opportunities. Talk soon.